Hi, I'm Shane Hensley. I'm one of the designers on the new edition of Torg called Torg Eternity from Ulysses. For those who don't know me, I actually got my start writing for Torg quite a few years ago. My first published adventure was The Temple of Rex Stalic. I also did When Axioms Collide and quite a few other projects for West End over the years. That led me to work with FASA, TSR, White Wolf, and then eventually found my own company, Pinnacle Entertainment Group, where we make Deadlands, Savage Worlds, and many other settings you've probably heard of. So let's talk a little bit about what makes the new Torg so special. One of the things I think people will really like is what we've done with the drama deck. We've actually broken it into 3 different types of cards. The drama deck is pretty much what you are used to. It has initiative lines for standard and dramatic scenes, special conditions, which side goes first. So on this one, which is you spot a weakness, the villains go first and are stymied, which means they're going to be at -2 to everything they do. The heroes have a surge, which means they have to make a reality test to see if they disconnect. Anybody who's violating any of the 4 axioms, spiritual, magical, technological, or social, is going to have to test. So it's going to come up a little more often than it might have in original Torg, but reality is the core mechanic of the game, so we wanted to work it in just a little more often than it came up before. The Destiny cards are what you would think of as the game's action cards. So this is where you get things like ideas, action, coup de grace, second wind, that kind of thing. And of course, everybody's favorite, the glory card. And I think we've done something really cool there too. Glory in the original game was great. You helped save the people, you refilled them with hope and possibility energy. But in the new game, it actually has tangible effects for your character too. You'll get immediate possibilities and a few other cool rewards you'll see when you dig into the game itself. The final type of card are called Kazem Cards. So these are living land Kazem Cards, and every player gets 1 at the beginning of an act. And the way these work is they bring in some of the aspects and tropes of the Kazem that might be a little tedious to track otherwise. So for example, those who might remember the living land, we have something there called the law of decay. So things fall apart in the living land. It's a Pellucidar, Edgar Rice Burroughs kind of setting, so we don't want you running around with laser guns and high-tech armor and that kind of stuff forever, right? So the law of decay, what that card does is it lets you choose what you're going to lose. Rather than having some sort of tedious mechanic for checking all your equipment, all your bullets, all your food, all that kind of stuff, we let you choose. And you get possibilities depending on how valuable that item was to you. So if you lose some food or a knife or something, you might get a possibility. And the whole party gets to do this. If you lose your favorite weapon or your armor or something really important like that, you might get up to 3 possibilities. So what's really cool about these is they give a little more narrative control to the characters when it comes to things like the deep mist getting lost or dino attack, which happens all the time in our games and is always actually kind of a treat when you're running into living land. It might sound like it's not, but it actually is. We love it. Our players always play them at the worst time, so it makes it a lot of fun.